Hi, this is Mark Bowser with Sales Success. Today we want to talk about the law of the farmer. And the basic principle is this: if you don't plant seeds today, you won't reap a harvest tomorrow. We can learn about the farm and the farmer a lot from them to help us with our sales and to increase our sales. And so let's talk about this a little bit. The law of the farmer is one of the great success truths of all time. Now you can find this truth in the ancient book of Matthew found in the Bible. Now the great teacher went down to the seashore, and a great crowd amassed around him. Everywhere he went, the crowds would gather. The great teacher looked over the crowd, ready to hang on to his every word. He stepped into a small boat and was pushed a few feet from shore. In this way, the masses would not only be able to see him more clearly, but would be able to hear him more effectively as well. The great teacher opened his mouth to speak. A hush came over the immense gathering of humanity. The great teacher said, "A farmer went out to plant some seed. As he scattered it across his field, some seeds fell on a footpath, and the birds came and ate them." Now let's stop right there and let's see what this has to say for us today. The seed fell on the path and birds came and ate the seed. Now what does that mean? Well, I believe that some people get set in their ways. They like the old way of doing things. They like the old way of seeing things. And they like everything to stay the same. Now these people are not willing to change and grow. Now you position your product or service to this individual. You plant a seed. Now this person is so closed-minded that they don't even see the opportunity, so the seed is stolen away. In this case, by the birds. Now you might be thinking, what if the person I am talking with is closed-minded? What if they are the seed that falls on the path? What do I do? Well, my advice is to do nothing. Move on to the next prospect. You see, their hardness of mind and heart is not your issue. It is theirs. You did your part. You planted a seed. In this case, it just didn't grow, and that is not your fault. Don't waste any more time and move on to the next prospect. Let's get back to the story. The great teacher said other seeds fell on shallow soil with underlying rock. The plants sprang up quickly, but they soon wilted beneath the hot sun and died because the roots had no nourishment in the shallow soil. What does this mean for us? Well, some prospects for your product or service get very excited about what they are hearing and seeing. The challenge is that they take no action. Because they do nothing, the motivation begins to fade away to where in a very short time the seed begins to die. One of the ancient writings says, "But be doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man observing his natural face in a mirror. For he observes himself, goes away, and immediately forgets what kind of man he was." Without action, many seeds will die. So what should we do? Get the prospect to take action. Get them to make the appointment, to fill out the form, or whatever it is that you need them to do. But you have to get them to take action, or you're going to lose them. Next part of the story reads this. Other seeds fell among thorns that shot up and choked out the tender blades. The thorns could be the other stresses in our lives that preoccupy our minds. When a prospect has a thorn, there is not much you can do. The timing may be wrong. You did everything you could possibly do. You planted your seed. Now it is a waiting game. Contact the prospect on a regular basis to stay in touch. But, folks, please do not just call them up and say, "Hi, just wanted to give you a call to touch base with you." Yuck. Folks, you got to give them some value. That is why I love newsletters and e-zines. It is a great way to stay in touch, but it is also a great way to give them value. Pack your newsletters with helpful articles that are going to improve their lives and reduce the stress with them. Now, the great teacher finishes his story with, "But some seeds fell on fertile soil and produced a crop that was 30, 60, and even 100 times as much as had been planted." Anyone who is willing to hear should listen and understand. Why do some seeds produce more than others? Folks, I don't have a clue. But the truth is that some do, and we don't have to be concerned with the why. Many times we get too focused on the why. All we have to do is plant the seeds, water the seeds, and fertilize them, and be ready to bring in the harvest. Learn from the farmer. If you follow the law of the farm and follow what the farmer does, your sales will increase, and your success is right around the corner. Thanks for listening today. See you next time on Sales Success with Mark Bowser. Have a great day. God bless.